Hi everyone and welcome back to Miss B Maths Teacher channel. Today I'm going to talk about Year 9 Numeracy Non-Calculator Part B. The first question that we have here, it talks about 5 students where we have to compare their heights. So the diagram has shown the results. We have Anna, Bella, Eva, Con and David, and we do have a small table here as a key table saying that this sign or this arrow actually it tells us to read like it's taller than. So it's taller than. For example, Anna is taller than Bella. So Bella is taller than Eva and Con. So she's taller. And Con is taller than Eva, which means Bella is, taller than both of them anyway. So, and because Con is taller than David, it means again that Belle is, taller than David and Con and Eva. And this sign here, it says that Anna is taller than Bella. So which student is the tallest? Looking at this key, we can decide that Anna is the tallest one. Again, just pay attention to the question because sometimes they may ask shortest or something like that. And please to remember, shade the bubble. So all I'm going to do, I'm just going to circle, but you need to shade the bubble for your NAPLAN test. Question 13. Which one of the following expression is equivalent to 2 times open brackets 5m plus 1? So which one is equivalent? Pretty much what we have to do here is to expand, so multiplying the number in front of the brackets with every single term inside the bracket. So 2 times 5m is going to give us 10m. 2 times 1, positive 1, is plus 1. So therefore 10m plus 2 is correct one. Question 14. Which fraction has the same value as 3 over 4? The same. So what we have here is fraction that's called mixed one, 2 whole and 3 fourths. So to convert into improper or proper fractions, so what we have to do is multiply 4 times 2, so we multiply and then plus 3. So we still have to have this bar division line, so 4 times 2 plus 3 divided by 4, so we keep the same denominator. So this part in numerator, pretty much you can do this in your head, but I'm just showing here so that you can have clearer picture, what is going on. So 4 times 8, but mass multiplication comes first, is 8 plus 3 is 11, 11 over 4. And then you look here, yep, this is 11 over 4. Question 15. Here's a standard die. The sum of the dots on opposite faces is 7. So opposite faces. So what is the net, which is the net of this die? So this is usually the die that, you have seen. So the opposite sides, the sum of the dots, it will be equal to 7. So if we bend this one, for example, and we're going to try to make cube or die, so what's going to happen? So bending this, so this here, number 3, and this number 6 would be opposite each other. So that's, it's not going to give us 7, even though this 5 and 2, when it's bended, would give you 7. But then, you would have to check the other side. So this side and this side here wouldn't give you 7. So that one is not correct. And then again, this one, if you bend, if you're gonna put it together, so it's 6 and 2, no, it's not gonna give you 7. 1 and 4, 5 and 6, no. We just have to check this one here. So 4 and 3, so yep, that's gonna give us 7. 5 and 2, 7. And then, if you try to, imagining you had in this one and 6, they're going to be opposite each other. So therefore is the last one is the answer. So the next question here is what do we have? Okay, I need to move this. Question 16 is says what is the size of the angle in the shaded triangle marked by the arrow? So what is the size of the angle? So this is here 90. Okay, this is 90. So, and you're looking from this. This is the 0. It starts from 0. So 0, 10, 20. So we're going anti-clockwise because that's the arrow that we have. So this is 90, then it's 110, then 120. Pretty much what you have to do is here, to count between 120 and 130. This line is half, that's 125. So, and then you count how many bars or lines you have here. So you have 3, so therefore your answer would be 128 degrees. Question 17. Mark made this solid object using 36 cubes. He then painted the complete surface area of the object grey. The object is then broken apart into 36 cubes, so all cubes have been taken apart. So how many cubes have no grey face? No grey face. So what we're looking for is for the cubes that are inside, that didn't, haven't been painted. So pretty much the top one here, it's out of the question. Here, front, side, and this side as well. So, and we can see here, okay, so the bottom here as well, but this line here, this one that goes through, so this cube, it will be painted on one side, but then we can see there's like 3 in a row, 1, 2, 3. So 1, 1, 2, 3. So therefore the first one is gonna be painted, but the one in the middle one won't be. So that's gonna give us 1 so far. Now we have to check the top here as well. So this one here, this one is painted, but the one inside in the middle, so is not. There's gonna be another one. So therefore, how many cubes have no grey faces? Would you say 2? Me too. Okay. If you think differently, please let me know. Question 18. This jug has some milk in it. If Eve adds an extra 500 mils of milk to the jug, how many millimeters of milk will then be in the jug? So the first thing is to find out how much is in it now, initially. So if this line here represents 1 liter, so, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1 liter has been divided into 4 equal parts. So which means one part would represent 250 mils, 250. So, and if she added 500 mils, so then it's adding here 250, because it said, that one, it's 250, and then adding one more, 250. So we can say that now there's gonna be 1,250. So it's gonna be 1,250 mils. Okay. The next one here, so Anne recorded the color of 50 cars in this table. Okay, so what percentage of the cars is red? So we're looking here, percentage of is red. So the total number of cars is 50. So total is 50. Total is 50, and red is, we don't know, numbers of car. What percentage of the cars is red? So this is first we have to find how many reds. if the total is 50, we have 25 plus 4 plus 5 plus question mark, which we can say x or anything, is equal to 50. So we're looking what number we need here to give us, to add to give us 50. So, and we can say if you use algebra that this question mark, unknown number or question mark, it's gonna be equal to 16. So that would be 16. But that's not the question. The question is what percentage. So this is 16. So what percentage of the cars is red? So we have 16 out of 50, it's red, and then times 100%. Okay, so what do you think this is gonna be equal to? So if you were allowed to use calculator, it would be easy. 16 out of 50 and then times 100%. So but you're not supposed to use calculator. So we're just gonna do here long division. 16 divided by 50. I don't know if you have seen this way before, so this is how I learned. And I'm looking how many times 50 can go into 16. So 0, so it doesn't, so 0 dot, so which means we still 0 times 50 is 0, so we're left with 16. Now, you do know that 16 can be written as 16.00 and 0, so we're just gonna drop one of those zeros down, so it's 160. So how many times can 50 go into 160? 5 times 3 is 15, so can go 3 times. 3 times 50 is 150. Now, what's the difference between 160 and 150? It's 10. Now, again, you drop, this imaginary 0 here, so it's going to give us 100. 50 goes into 100 2 times, so it's 0.32. But now, to convert 0.32 is the same as 32 out of 100, which is the same as what? 32%. So therefore, percentage of red cars is 32. Next one, Tony drove 300 kilometers in 4.5 hours. His average speed for the first 180 kilometers was 60 kilometers per hour. So how long did he take to travel the last 120 kilometers? Before I continue, I'm just gonna erase this part here. So I just need maybe more space. Let's see if this is bigger. I need and usually when I read the question, I'm looking okay, what has been given. So and what do we have here is drove 300 kilometers in 4.5 hours. So 4.5 hours is 300 kilometers. And in the first 3 hours, what does it say? He average speed for the first 180 kilometers was 60 kilometers per hour. So which means that it took him 3 hours. So 3 hours to travel 180 kilometers. So in order to reach 300 kilometers, so from 180 to 300, you still have 120 kilometers. And what is the time left? So he has already used 3 hours, and information given on the beginning, it was 4.5 hours. So therefore, it's gonna take him 1.5 hours to travel the last 120 kilometers. Let me just, 100, so it's 1.5 hours. Next one, question 21. What is the answer to 6.6 divided by 0.3? Again, 6.6 divided by 0.3. If you had calculator, it would be easy. We don't. So the easiest way it would be to multiply first everything by 10, everything. So if I multiply the first part here, 6.6 by 10, so please remember to multiply this one by 10 as well. So what's happening here? This decimal will be moved. 6.6 is going to become 66, and 0.3 is going to become 3. So beautiful. Now you have 66 divided by 3, and how many times can 3 go into 6? Twice. So 3 times 3 is 6, take away 0, drop down 6, 3 into 6 is 2, so it's 22. For this question, you don't even have to do long division, so but I was just showing because it's simple example and maybe it's easier to understand long division. So the answer is 22. Question 22 now. The distance from P to Q is 4 times the distance from Q to R. The distance from P to R is 100 meters. What is the distance from Q to R? So what I'm gonna do here is again erase this part here. So and let's have a look. So what did they say? That the distance between Q and R, no, from P to Q is the 4 times this distance from Q to R. But we don't know that distance. So we're going to say that Q to R is X as unknown. And if P to Q is 4 times this distance, 4 times, then it means has to be, 4 times that distance, which is X. We don't know, so it's X. What is the distance from Q to R? So the distance from P to R, so it's 120 meters. So PQ is 4x plus QR is equal to x. All together is equal to 120. Okay? So what I can put here, I can say, okay, PQ plus QR is equal to, let's choose letters. It's PR. Okay, so it's PR, and now replacing the values, we're gonna get this. So it's 5x is equal to 120. So divide everything by 5, and x is gonna be 24. So the question is, what is the distance from Q to R? So they're just asking this. So x is equal to 24, and you're gonna choose 24. Be careful, because they may ask you what is the distance from P to Q, and then you would go 4 times the x that you just calculated. Okay. So this would be all for part B, NAPLAN Year 9 non-calculator one. So I'll talk to you soon. Thank you for watching, and bye.